Welcome to the Rosa Sharon channel. Well, my beloved, we're gonna be making today. We're gonna be cooking some tri-tip beef tri-tip, and we're gonna be making some steamed rice, and we're gonna be making some potato salad. Yes, if you like it, well, stay with me. What we're gonna be needing for the tri-tip is gonna be some rosemary, that I got it from my garden, and some oregano. Yes, I like to cook with that. And we're gonna be needing some dill wheat. That will be this one. I don't know if you could see it. Yes, we're gonna be needing this one. I like this one a lot to season in the meat, the tri-tip. And we're gonna be needing some black pepper. I smashed it already, fresh black pepper. It tastes really good with it. And we're gonna be needing some honey, and we're gonna be needing, yes, my name is Honey, yes, so they call me Honey, yes. I'm sorry. Well, and we're gonna be needing some, that will be this kind of, I like this one, the bull eye, that will be for barbecue. I like that one, but you could use the one that you like. And after we already show you, we're gonna be needing too some potatoes for the potato salad. We're gonna be needing some carrots. We're gonna be needing some fresh carrots and some celery, fresh celery, and we're gonna be needing some potatoes. This one I already boiled it, and I'm gonna show you step by step. And we're gonna be needing some mustard, yes, and we're gonna be needing some mayonnaise. But if you don't like those things, you can always cut it out. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be preparing the beef, and already I'm gonna put my gloves because I'm gonna be touching some meat, and I don't want to be wasting your time just for me to be washing my hands. Well, look. And we're gonna be doing seasoning this. This is a tri-tip. It's something important when you cook. When we season it, it's two. I want to show you something. It's two different kind of parts of the meat. When you buy a tri-tip, this side, I don't know if you could see it. It has it looks like fat kind of, but it's more like a piece of skin. And this other side is more meat. It's like a little shell probably, or I don't know, shell, but well, this part, this is where you wanted to set it when you cook it in the pan. You always want to put this side like this. Yeah, so that way you could cook for a long time, and it will stay really juicy, really moist. The meat, especially if you use that part. So that one is good. It's nothing. So don't cut that part. That one that is kind of like fat, don't cut it. Okay. So you're just gonna use it, that one, for protection. So that way it could be really moist. So we're gonna be putting, like I show you all the seasoning, and we're gonna be needing a little bit or the garlic powder. So we're gonna be mixing all this. We're gonna be mixing it. You see, I'm mixing it all together like this, and we're gonna be seasoning it. We're gonna be seasoning it one side, and then we're gonna season it in the other side. And for this kind of size of the tri-tip, I like to use probably maybe two teaspoons of kosher salt. So I like to put 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and then I like to put like 2 tablespoons of this seasoning. So I already put it here, and then after that, we're gonna be putting, after we put the salt, we're gonna be putting the barbecue. Then I need some strain. I don't know, you gotta lock this thing, or maybe yes, I'm using. Wow, it's kind of like lock of it. And then we need force one man right here. He just I couldn't do it because I had my gloves. I was like, hey, I'm doing some weights and it's not even working. I'm doing some weights, yes. So I go, ooh, it doesn't, for some reason it doesn't work when I have the gloves, so I have to take it out. To see, so easy. I'm like, those weights are not helping. Yeah, well, I'm doing some exercise, some weights, and they need to be useful for at least to open cans and to open bottles. Well, we're gonna be putting it all the barbecue on both sides, okay? So after we put it in this side, the barbecue, we're gonna, there, it's ready. And now we're gonna put already, so we're gonna be putting a little bit of the honey. We're gonna be putting honey to a little bit, just to give a little touch, a touch of honey. It tastes really good when it's a tip. And then you put it in the oven. So here we go, honey. I'm like, and then after that, we put some honey. We're gonna be putting some black pepper. We're gonna be putting black pepper on top of it. Here it goes. And then we're gonna be putting some rosemary. Yes, probably like, not too much, just to give a little, like a little taste of it. So we're just gonna put one little branch. If you don't have rosemary, it's okay, you don't need to. Here it goes. And then I'm gonna be putting only like a little bit of oregano. Like I said, if you don't have it, you don't need to put it. So, and this is how it's gonna be. Yes. And then after that, we're gonna put it in the oven in a little bit for 375 degrees. And when we put it the tip in the oven for 370 degrees, we're gonna leave it cooking. You just put it in the oven and you just forget about it. You just forget about it. It's gonna be, that will be 5 hours. So you just gonna leave it alone, go do your whatever you need to do, go relax. It's not a big deal, just go relax, leave it in the oven, nothing's gonna happen, and just leave it for 5 hours, okay? And after that we put it in there, put it in the oven, put it in the oven for 375 degrees. Here it goes. And then we already have right here, so we don't need none of this. We already have, already cut some potatoes. So what I do for the potatoes, I just put them like medium potatoes or any kind of potatoes that you get. As long as they're covered with water, the potatoes, you put the potatoes, raw potatoes, and then they're covered completely. As long as they're completely covered, you put them to boil for 40 minutes, okay? 40 minutes, that's how it takes to cook them. After you take them out, that they're ready, like this one is ready, you let them cool down, don't burn your hands. Yeah, well, you just peel them like this. See, they're really easy. After you let them cool down, they're really easy to peel. So you just peel them, and then after you peel them like this, and after you finish peeling them, we're gonna cut them in 4 pieces. Don't do this at home. I do it because I know I'm really expert. So yeah, I don't want for you to cut your hands, okay? So you just put it, you see, like you just put them you're gonna cut it in 4 pieces. After they peel, you're gonna cut them in 4 pieces. You see, like little squares, you're gonna do it. You see, like this. You see, like you cut them in 4 pieces. Like I say, do it in the cutting board. Don't do it in your hand, okay? After you cut them in 4 pieces, I'm gonna put them in a big container like this one. Look, I already cut this ones. So after you do that, you're gonna cut. This one I cannot do it in my hands. You see that we're gonna cut the carrots in little pieces, in little squares. Watch your fingers. I just want to show you how to cut them. And so it's gonna be like this. You see, that's little squares of carrots. And then these ones, after you cut like for this much, it's gonna be like, we're gonna be using 2 cups of carrots that I already have them here ready. And you put the carrots to boil. Again, they need to be covered with water. You put the carrots, for 28 minutes. 28 minutes, you put them to boil, and after 28 minutes, they're ready. They're really soft. And so this one, we have to cook them. The carrots, we do need to cook them. But the celery, we don't need to cook it. This one is gonna be, we're gonna eat it, we're gonna put it raw. So what we're gonna be doing is like, you see, you do it like slide them. Like I say again, you know, do it in your cutting board. And after you slide them, you put them in, and you make, you know, strips like this. You see it? And then we're just gonna cut it like this. Okay? So when we finish, something that I forgot to mention it is, before you put them to boil the potatoes, the carrots, you're gonna have to peel them. You have to peel them so they taste better and they more softer, and your kids will love it if you have kids, or your partner, whatever you have, your loved one, well, my beloved. And after we cut, you see the little tiny ones. These ones, we have to do it real tiny. I don't know if you could see it. These ones, we're gonna leave it raw. We're not gonna cook the celery, okay? So, we're gonna put it over there because we already have it. So right here, for that much potatoes, this one already boiled. I boiled these carrots already. They're really soft, if you could see it. They're really soft. You could even smash them. So they're really soft. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be putting a teaspoon of salt, kosher salt. We're gonna put them there. That could be a table salt, yes. And we're gonna be putting some carrots in here. That will be, for this much, we're gonna be using two cups of carrots, okay? And we're gonna be using 1 cup and a half of celery. We're gonna put them all together. So after that, we're gonna be using we're gonna be putting some mayonnaise in there. be putting some mayonnaise, probably like half a cup of mayonnaise. And before we mix it all together, I'm gonna only a little bit in the side. I'm just gonna smash it a little so it could become more, the potato salad could be more like moist. So I'm just gonna smash a little bit in the side. Not everything, just a little bit in the side. In one side only of the container. You see? Yes, one side, not the whole potato salad, because you want to have like parts of the potato to be like squares of potato, so it tastes better. So now we're just gonna mix it. And we're gonna be adding, that will be 3 tablespoons of mustard. Like I say, if you don't like it, you don't have to put no mustard, you know? You don't have to put no mustard. So it's gonna be 3 spoons of mustard in there. We're gonna be all mixing it all together, the potato salad. We mix it a little bit. And if you want it a little bit to be you could always put, that would be, you could always put salt how you like it. You could always taste it. If you think it needs more salt, you could always add a little bit more salt. And here it is. It's real easy. That's the potato salad. I don't know if you could see it. There. It's real easy. And then for the rice is something probably you're thinking, oh, I already know how to make rice, and I'm pretty sure you do. Well, for the rice it's really important to boil, like put it that way. Yes, double the water of if you put 1 cup of rice, you have to put 2 cups of water. I'm pretty sure you already know that, but the secret, what it is to make a steamed rice, is to make jasmine rice. That one, it tastes really delicious, the jasmine rice. And don't put the rice to boil together in the same time with the water. Nope. You have to put first the water, like put it out. If you're gonna, today I made 4 cups of rice. So what I did is I put to boil 8 cups. I put to boil first in the pan 8 cups of water. When they started to boil the water, I add the rice. And when I add the rice, when the water was boiling, I add the rice and I stir it all together. And after that, when I stir it all together, I let it with a high flame of high fire, and then as soon as it starts boiling with the again with the rice, because it stops boiling as soon as you put the rice and you stir it. As soon as it starts boiling again with the rice, I'm sorry, I don't want to be confusing. I left it for 32 minutes. You leave it for 32 minutes. So what you do is, as soon as it starts boiling, you cover the rice and you put it really low, the fire, and yes, forget about it again and go and relax. Well, I left it for 32 minutes to boil the rice. So that's a secret, and the rice comes really moist. And so it's time for us to take out the meat. I already had one cooked meat already. So I already left it for 5 hours today and for you. So here it goes. Having a little trouble here. So this is right here. Let me see. I don't know if you, let me show you. And this is the triptych. I know it's not burned. You know it looks burned, but it's not. It's just the barbecue. The barbecue got cooked, really cooked in there, and remember we put honey, so it looks kind of like, especially the camera looks a little bit different, but it tastes so delicious. So we're gonna be here it goes. Ooh, it's hot. And remember, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that when you put the triptych in the oven, I like to cover it with something in the top. So it could get really moist, the meat. The meat, it comes really juicy and really moist. And or if you don't have nothing like that to put it in top of the triptych, you could always put foil paper. Foil paper, it works wonderful too. So we have the steamed rice is ready. 2 is right here. So it's ready to go. So we're gonna be serving. You see, where's the plate? That's right. Here it goes. Already got a plate. Okay. You see the rice is really, really moist. It's really fluffy too, and that's a secret. Remember, to make steamed rice, you have to put the water to boil first, and then when it's boiling, you add the rice. And if you wanted you could even put 2 garlics with the water. So as soon as it starts boiling, you could take out the garlic, so that way somebody won't get a whole garlic in their mouth. Well, this is the triptych. It's right here. I don't really want to touch it because it's hot. It'll be cooking for 5 hours. It's the meat. I don't know if you've been to Dickie's, but that's how it tastes, like Dickie's restaurant. Actually, the other time I went to Dickie's, wow, it was super pricey, the plate. And this one, I bought it for $13, the whole triptych. Yes, really cheap. So the plate in Dickie's, in the restaurant Dickie's, it costs like $19, I think. And then the meat, for some reason, it was not even soft, the meat. They have different workers. Here you go. Oops, I burned myself. Yes, be careful not to burn yourself. And then it has already the barbecue in there, and you could always put more barbecue on top. Here it goes. You see? Right We're gonna put some potato salad in there. Ooh. And then we're gonna be putting that in. And why not? Some wine for all the stress. Well, my beloved, there's nothing wrong to drink a little bit of wine, right? Remember, if you're a Christian, you could drink some wine because it represents the blood of your Savior. That is in First Timothy chapter 5, verse 23. It says to drink a little bit of wine, a little bit, not too much. So we're gonna be serving a little bit of wine. Ooh. I think I put a little bit too much this time. Well, a little bit. So, and here we go. Some. And this is how it became. If you like it, this is how it is. Yes, look. Let me show you. If I could get a fork somewhere here. Look. It's really soft. The meat is worth it. After 5 hours, look how soft it is. The meat. It just comes out just like wow. And it's that strip tip. You know, that's the secret, to cover it and to leave it cooking for 5 hours. It's really delicious, really moist and really juicy too. So this is how it is. Hopefully you like it and hopefully you enjoy it. This is my recipe, and well, cheers, my beloved.